Hi, I'm Joshua Elder, and this is my resurrection story. My mom gave birth to me when she was 16. My dad ended up having custody of me because my mom was making some pretty poor choices in her life, so I grew up with my dad and my stepmom. My dad and my biological mom were both musicians, so music was actually a big part of my life at that time. My dad tried to raise me right, but by the time I was 14, I began to be sexually active. By the time I was 16, I started experimenting with weed and alcohol. And then I ended up getting expelled from school for bad behaviors, getting a lot of fights, a lot of craziness, skipping school and all those things. And then when I got kicked out of school, I got kicked out of my house, and then my life went to couch surfing, and went to partying, selling drugs. That led to me getting into the rave scene. I started selling ecstasy, quickly became a high-level ecstasy dealer. And there wasn't really any limits to destruction or the sin that I would get involved with, anywhere from vandalism to adultery. It was kind of all over the map. After a few failed relationships, I took off to California and started working in the marijuana fields. And that's where the violence of the drug industry finally caught up to me. One of the farmers I worked for tried to kill me, and it was a violent fight for my life. When I left from that situation and made it back to my mom's house up here in Washington, I came undone. I was taking a shower, and I just started crying out to God and thanked Him for sparing my life. Fast forward from that, I got a new job, got into the tree removal industry full time, but that still didn't really make a change because I was still trying to do things in my own strength. God allowed me to hit rock bottom again really hard. I was homeless again, didn't think I'd see that, and I was sitting in the trailer ready to pull the trigger. I was borrowing a pistol from my cousin to protect myself, and had a fight with the devil for about an hour. And called out to God, and I literally said, God, I need something to change. I need you to move now. Otherwise, I don't care what the afterlife is. I'm ready to be done. And it was shortly after that, looking for work, that God sent me in the path of Joshua Wilkie. And Joshua Wilkie started asking me about my relationship with Jesus, and I told him about when I called out to Jesus. And he started bringing me to his house church, brought me here to Hope, and because of the love that I felt here, I felt like that I was on the right path and God was answering my prayer. April 12th, 2022, I got baptized, and just started seeing things change and moving around in my life. My language has changed, my heart has changed, the things that I desire changed, my behaviors changed, all the destructions fallen off. Bipolar, depression, PTSD, anxiety, ADHD. God started just peeling all these impossible mountains out of my life. I now got a stable job. I work in a trade that I really enjoy. I have solid ground. Have my own living place to live in. Got my own apartment, and now I'm volunteering at my church. Get to do a lot of ministry, working with people that were in similar places as I am. I just want to say that if you think God can't forgive you, I'm living proof that He can.